What's up, guys? Today I'll be looking at a snipers match. I'm playing Shoddy Snipes on Valhalla. Now, what's ironic about the beginning of this map, people either decide to rush the lift or not. And of course it's a dumb strategy, but sometimes if everyone leaves the base, it's actually a good strategy, because in snipes, top mid control or map control is really important, and it's also very hard to regain when lost, especially on a map like this. Now, I'm not a very good sniper, however, you can play smart yourself if you're not a good sniper like me, and still win the game. Now, the difference between snipes, like other playlists, is how you play. It's, in my opinion, more laid back, because you can shoot practically across the map. Even on a decent host, you can still hit people across the map. And since you have infinite ammo, that's another unique thing about this playlist. SWAT's the only other playlist where you have infinite ammo, so it really is different. Now, the way to play snipes, in my opinion, is obviously map control, and then also to move kind of on the perimeter of the map. Since you have long sight lines, you can sit on the edges of the map and shoot anywhere towards the center. So when I play snipes, I try to hug the outside of the walls. Like on Valhalla, you want to have one guy Pelican, one guy Turret, and then maybe a guy top mid. Top mid's not that great because you can get shot from anywhere along the edges of the map. Likewise, if you're playing narrows, you want to hold, the attics and then cannon and just, on the edges of the map. You really don't want to sit top mid. Likewise, if you play blackout, it's the same thing. Now, on this map, I'm playing with several decent teammates. Our opponents are pretty good. One of them's not that great. We establish an early lead, and then we kind of hold top mid. And I've been fighting so far this game territory 3, and then pushing to turret. As you noticed in the beginning, I was watching water, and that was just because someone's always going to rush 3, someone's always going to rush Pelican, so you want to have people to counteract those. I went territory 3, someone went Pelican. What's interesting about snipes is that people almost always go to the same areas in the beginning, because they are the main spots of control. People will always go Pelican, and someone will always go turret, and then one guy will eventually go top mid. Now, when you have map control like our team, you can't really push. There's no point. Why would you want to push? I mean, you have snipers, so it's not really advantageous to move into their base. It's better just to hold the map and kind of limit your opponent's movements as much as possible. And that's really easy to do if you control more than 50% of the map. And if you control top mid, you're more or less controlling 2/3 of the map. Used equipment, I hate it. It's cheap, but you don't want your opponents to use it. Unfortunately, my bubble was deployed late. Another thing about snipers, I would say, is that you should spam your shots as much as possible. Now, it sounds noobish, I know. It's not very skillful, and it's not a very good way to develop your sniping ability. However, you have infinite ammo, so you should spam as many shots as possible in the shortest period of time, especially if you see someone, just because you want that person to die. I kind of wish they did not have infinite ammo, simply because it removes any incentive to move around the map, because you can literally sit in one spot and camp. Now, as you notice, we lost map control, and it's really hard to regain map control on certain maps like Valhalla. It really is, because to get to Pelican or to turret, it's open. The area is open, so it's really hard to push without getting shot. So I'm telling my teammates, back off. We can easily come back, and just wait for the enemy to kind of push through. Sometimes people get too aggressive and they push up too much, like the one guy did. He pushed through our caves and I killed him. Now we're starting to gradually push back up, but since they don't have a guy on Pelican, I know people are going to go back over there. I'm just going to watch that area. I'm going to tell my teammate to push through our caves. He gets sniped, though. I'm going to keep watching Pelican. There's another guy. I get him, too. one more guy or pelican, calling him out, I can't get a shot, teammate goes through 4 and kills him, and then he's able to push to pelican. Another thing about snipes that you need to be aware of is you can shoot past objects. Like, what I'm trying to explain is, since you have such long sight lines, every little piece of geometry on the map will either help you or hurt you. You can shoot through between rocks, between people's legs, so you need to be aware of every object on the map. That will really help you if you know how it looks on the other side of the map when you're walking. I'm using that rock to block anyone shooting from the base, and right now, the way I'm walking to turret, I can only get shot from someone back in their forest. And right here, again, only forest. No one from the water can hit me. Now we've regained map control, so I'm going to hold turret. Likewise, my teammates are going to be on pelican side. In snipers as well, you need to play smart, and I think the best way to play smart is to be a little bit more conservative, just because rushing really doesn't work. Being aggressive is different than rushing, in my opinion. Rushing is just kind of going from point A to point B without really looking around, just running there. And if you play a map like this where there's a lot of big wide open spaces, you're going to get sniped. And as you notice on the perimeter of the map, this is a really good spot because people will not see you directly here. They don't look here either. And I had a feeling that they would rush with a mongoose simply because, well, one of their teammates did just quit. One of my teammates quits later anyways. And then they are losing, so they're going to be desperate, and when people are desperate, they take more reckless actions.
5 minutes.
It's actually easier to no-scope people who are jumping, in my opinion, just because you're in the air, and you can't change really your direction when you're in the air like strafing, so I would not jump in snipers. Another thing I've realized in snipes is sometimes when you kill someone, they go back to the same spot. I don't know why that is. It's very common in this playlist. I'm not sure why, but you need to be aware of that. Sometimes people that you snipe will go back to the exact same spot to try to out-snipe you, so you should be already scoped in and just looking in that area. It doesn't really happen in this game, but it does happen a lot in snipes, in my opinion. And for some reason, it did not show when my teammate quit. I don't know why. And we get the last kill. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.